Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and AMP Live, the American Mentee Program. Coming on here as promised. It's 2 o'clock, 2:01, 2:02. All right, a couple minutes getting into it here, getting prepared for the week and the day and the month and the year 2021. But wanted to come on here and talk about the AMP Live Challenge and what it's about, how it can help you. We're going to drop some golden nuggets that'll help you in the field if you're a real estate investor, newbie, seasoned, loan officer, real estate agent, broker, it doesn't matter, right? Because what we're going to deal with today is going to be creative real estate investing, okay? I'll toss out a couple of rants on some terms like wholesaling, right? Reverse wholesaling, all these different names for creative real estate investing for what it is, right? That's what it was called the last cycle. Actually, it was called No Money Down. The cycle before that, it was probably just creative real estate investing. The cycle before that, who knows, right? But I come from this last cycle. We're moving into a new cycle, obviously. And there's tons of properties out there that are like being overpriced, and you know, no one has a crystal ball, and the market's getting inflated. But we adapt, right? You adapt with what you know and what you do. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this live, and we're going to have it recorded. We're going to put it in the AMP Live group. We're building that out now, officially decided to go for it and do it. So we're just going to do that, and we're going to have our AMP TV, AMP Live TV in there. We'll be launching a channel soon with AMP Live TV and the ins and outs of what's going on throughout the United States. So we have our pulse on the real estate market in different areas in Florida, Texas, Nevada, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Las Vegas, California, of course, wherever we have mentees or wherever we're working with people or investors throughout the United States, we'll have our pulse on the market out there and know what's going on, okay? As well as buyers. We're dealing with buyers. We're taking buyer orders from investors that are wanting deals. You know, hey, I want 2 properties, 3 properties. I need some multifamily. I need some hotels. I need some commercial property, mobile homes, all that good stuff. But we're not going to really get too much into that. If you're interested and you have, you're a buyer and you're interested and you're looking for properties, then PM me. We'll discuss that. If you're a broker and you want to turn your agents into ninja agents, right? So then go spend $50,000 or $40,000 on some seminar to learn how to do the real estate, creative real estate or wholesaling business, right? To get leads and to do deals, then give us a call or PM us, PM me, or someone will get in touch with you. And we'll see how we can help you. If you're local, that's even better. We'll come out to your office and visit with you, or we'll do the good old Zoom call thing, right? Okay? Without further ado, let's talk about AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, the AMP Live Challenge, the 30-day challenge, because that's what it is. That's what we're going to do. That's what we've always done. We do have the just a real estate challenge period, which is our one-on-one real estate mentoring program, which is AMP, okay? So just a little history on what we're about, what we do. Obviously, it got started in 2003, came from the corporate market, right, the corporate arena with a regular job, working about, well, it's supposed to be 45 hours, 45, I believe, to 49 hours, 47 hours, some weird number, I don't exactly remember, but it was on a salary. So I was working on a salary and, started working 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 hours a week doing that, and became pennies on the dollar. I learned a lot, but I was frustrated. I wanted to move on and do something else. Obviously, real estate kept on coming back, kept on coming back. Lo and behold, long story short, that's basically what I did. I got into the real estate business. Yes, I got a real estate license. I did that, went to RE/MAX. I'm throwing out some names here, probably shouldn't, but went to Keller Williams, and the broker was cool, so I worked with them. Flew under the radar, pay it forward, bringing deals to the table. At the same token, creating my real estate investment firm, a private firm, and a marketing services company, right? So I can have my marketing services company, because there's a tip for you right now, right? If you are in the real estate business, no, you're not in the real estate business, you're in the marketing business, right? Because without leads, you're dead in the water, but without the art of the deal or knowing how to negotiate and go through the process of turning that deal into an actual, or turning that lead into an actual deal, then you're going to miss the whole boat, right? Wholesaling is only one little part of it, and it came from creative real estate investing. That's the history of it, right? It got its name probably from social media, or someone said, hey, let's just call it wholesaling. It got caught on, and obviously YouTube University and everybody else. Now it's called wholesaling. Before it was just called no money down type deals, creative real estate investing techniques. And basically that's what everybody's doing. But it's only one level. You're stuck at wholesaling. If you're stuck at wholesaling, you're going to leave money on the table. For example, some investors came to us, or it was actually wholesalers, and that's a good thing. Another thing, we're going to show you how to qualify a lot of these people. They're tire kickers, they're wholesalers who say they got money, they don't have money, writing bucks, checks their butts can't cash, things of that nature. But let's get into the wholesaling, just the history of it, right? Creative real estate investing, subject to seller financing, right? Options, figuring out how to structure those deals. And some people say it's seasonal. Oh, you can't do that during the top market, good market, low market. You can do it in any market because there's 340 freaking million people in America, tens and millions of properties in the United States of America. And no, not everybody is having an awesome time. Shit happens, right? So we can help those distressed sellers by getting in and hopefully helping them out, making it a true win-win situation. But there are knuckleheads who make it bad for everybody and sometimes gives wholesaling or real estate investing a bad name. But it's no different than just the real estate agent, period, right? They had a bad name for a long time. They've been associated with car salesmen and things of that nature. But National Association of Realtors did what? Spent a lot of money lobbying to change that. Where do we change things? Well, we got a good look at it from the United States of America and how the election process went, and everything else is, right? It's propaganda. Media works. Even back into, I'm going to go on another tangent here, cigarettes. Remember cigarettes, right? Cigarettes were cool back in the, what, 50s and 60s, something like that. But they knew that they can kill people. But they made it look cool. They made it seem like, hey, if you're not smoking a cigarette, you're not cool. So everybody started smoking, moms, dads, kids, and that shit blew up, right? Same thing with cars, right? Everybody used to walk. Everything was city and people-centric. You can walk to the store here and there. But how are we going to sell these cars if people can walk everywhere, right? What they had to do, giant marketing campaign, change the laws, change the rules. That's just the way it works, but you adapt. Adapt or perish. So what I want to do is share a little bit about the creative real estate investing. That's what I want to share with you. I want you to understand that, hey, there is a difference in regards to wholesaling, in regards to traditional real estate. And no, you don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars to go to a seminar or figure it out. And not that the education's bad. You probably about 3% will make it, right? Maybe 1 to 3. But that's because they're hungry, they're driven, or, they made a decision. Do or die. They're going to make this thing happen. Or maybe they're a serial, entrepreneur, serial seminar person, and they go to these seminars but don't do anything about it, right? The bottom line for me, I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was frustrated, so I made a decision. I said, look, I got to figure out if these guys are really buying properties with $10 or $100, which is called leverage, right? I got to figure out how to do that because I don't got the money to do that real estate stuff. I don't even got the credit when I got started. I don't got the credit. I don't got, Dun & Bradstreet and corporate credit and all this crazy stuff. How am I going to buy real estate? How am I going to get into this business? Well, once I figured out that they were doing it, and I did my research, and I studied, and I read between the lines, and I said, man, they're doing this. Okay, I'm making a decision. I'm going to do it. I'm going to leave my corporate gig that had, insurance and, and all the benefits that go with it, moving up into regional so I get my $250K a year and get the picket fence and live with my family and get my cars and, compete with the Joneses and all that shit. But the bottom line was, even if I did that, I'd be probably coming back to real estate anyways, because $250,000 does go a long way, right? It'd be all spent. I'm going, shit, I need more money. What am I going to do? 10 years go by, 20 years go by, now I get into it. So just decided to make the jump. I took the leap of faith. I prayed to God, looked for those boats of opportunity to come my way. Had to make sure my eyes were open and that my mind was right, that I had control of my mind. So I did a lot of studying. The book's right over there, Think and Grow Rich. I don't have it in front of me right now, but pick up that book, get it, study it, read it, become it, believe it, be it, right? Along with your Bible if you have one, right? Now, I'm not a holy roller, but I do believe in God, and I'm a God-fearing man, and I do endorse God. So I always believe in God we trust. That's my little piece there. But check out Think and Grow Rich. Some people say, oh, that's an atheist book. Or that's the book is about God, or it's not about God. Who cares? The bottom line is the principles and the character of the content of that book are what are there. they're solidified through the Bible. They're solidified through character, right? Not stuff from the 1900s, not stuff, I should say, you know, the new stuff, right? Oh, just believe, and manifest and stuff. That's all stuff. It does work, but you got to get to that level first, right? You got to get your mind right. You got to get your heart right, right? And then get some other things right, and then move forward. Because if you can't help yourself, how are you going to help others at the end of the day, right? So take your knowledge, go out and help your fellow Americans at the end of the day, because that's our goal. That's always been my goal when I got into the business. When I got into real estate investing back in 2003, I said, it needs to be a win-win situation, right? The seller's got to win, investors got to win, we got to win. If it's an agent, they got to win, brokers got to win. Everybody's got to win in the transaction one way or another. But yes, we're going after distressed properties, right? Distressed situations, sellers that need to sell, not want to sell, right? That need to sell. The ones that need to sell are the ones we go after, right? Because then we can help them. We can structure a deal that makes it a win-win situation for them, for us, and for everybody. If it's I want to sell, well, they're just not quite ready yet, right? They're going to need some time before they are ready to say, look, write me an offer. I'm ready to go. You know what? I'm just tired of all these bullshit offers, tired of this, tired of agents, tired of everything. Make me an offer that I can live with. I'll talk to you. They raise their hand. Game on. We go do that. All right? That doesn't mean every deal is going to pop, but you got a better chance if you are good at negotiating, you know, because people will work with you if they like you, right? And they think you're sincere or feel you're sincere. You should be when you're doing this business. If you're thinking about money all the time, you're going to have a hard time, okay? And it's not gonna fuel. It's not gonna be enough fuel to get you over into, you know, the finish line, right? You're gonna give up. You're gonna quit, or some shit's gonna happen to you. The bottom line is, think about your clients first. Think about them first, right? Take care of them. Provide a solution to them, and they'll work with you, right? But then you gotta deliver. You have to deliver. Do whatever you possibly can to make that happen. Even in the real estate traditional world, in listing properties, not every listing closes. Right? It's just not going to happen statistically, and even just period when you look at it, right? So that's why you got to build a pipeline. So what the 30-day challenge is about, it's simple. 4 weeks. We usually do 1 call a week, but we're going to ramp it up to 2 calls a week. We'll do a Saturday call, and then we're going to do a Monday call to get ready for the week. Week 1, we're going to talk about goals. That's right. We got to get your mind right. We got to get your everything ready to roll so you can see and believe what's going to happen at the end of the day. If you're new, this will be awesome for you, right? If you're kind of been beat up a little bit, or you went to YouTube University, or maybe you went to, I don't know, you bought some courses, 500, 600, 700, 1,000, 2,000 for a bunch of videos, and you're still spinning your wheels, we're going to go from being coachable, you got to be coachable, being coachable, right, to following directions, to taking action. When you take action, we're going to get results, guarantee it. We're going to get results, and then we're going to talk about those results so you understand why they happened. Once we talk about those results and you understand why it happens, you'll get your aha moments, not in the beginning, or you might go, oh shit, I get it. Okay, I get it. Or could be the second time, the third time, but at the end of the day, we're going to rinse and repeat. Keep on doing it. Rinse and repeat till you get the results you need to get, right? But you got to have that leap of faith, just like I did with my mentor, and I listened to what he said. I confirmed it. I moved forward, did exactly as he said and did, word for word, and I would close stuff, right? And I would make things happen. I would see results. When I tried it on my own, I just kept spinning my wheels, messing this up, messing that up. Once in a while, I get lucky. Pray to God, oh, thank you, Lord. Boom, keep it. I'm keeping that contract. I'm keeping that phrase. I'm keeping that clause, right? And then you rinse and repeat. Hence, that's why we got what we got now. When we started AHA, Americans Helping Americans, back 2010, right? And we decided to start training our own people. Then started hearing all the nightmare stories throughout the United States of America about 50 grand for this, 80 grand for a bus tour, you know, a 3-day, you know, boot camp for $2 grand. You're not going to learn this business in 3 days. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. It won't unless you're like a genius and you got an IQ of like 160 like Einstein or something like that, right? Bottom line is it takes time. It's like anything else, right? It's a career. It's a business. The good thing about what we're going to be showing you in the first 30 days is that in those first 30 days, we'll probably shave off about 1 year. Guarantee it, shave off about 1 year of trying to figure out how to do this business with all the bullshit. Because we're going to share things that we do with our one-on-one mentors or mentees. Okay, we're going to share things that you won't see on YouTube. We're going to share things that you won't see probably in other programs at the end of the day, or just not going to share it with you for whatever reason. I won't get into that. That's beyond the scope of this video and this live meeting, but there's reasons, right? We're going to get in and show you those things, some of those things that you can take into the field today, right? After the 30 days, within that 30 days, hopefully you're talking to sellers, making offers, writing offers, getting them accepted, and see who's going to pop with the deal, right? Who's going to pop out with the deal first. That's the challenge, right? It's not a 5-day challenge. It's not a 7-day challenge, right? Those are good. There's some good ones out there, and there's some shitty ones out there, right? I commend, I think it's Isaiah and Michael. They're doing some awesome stuff out there, and they're doing some real training on their 5-day challenges. It's actually a 30-day challenge, but the first 5 days, hammering you with an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours worth of stuff. Now, we're thinking about doing the same thing, but that does take some bandwidth, right? And we're more selective at the end of the day because it is a selection process. There's going to be a link somewhere on here. It's the Amp Live survey. We only want to work with people that we feel can punch their way out of a paper bag, right? All that means is that, yes, they're tough, right? Somewhat. You can follow direction. You're coachable. You're going to take action. You're going to get results. We're going to talk about those results, and then we're going to rinse and repeat and hopefully move forward. If you decide you want to move forward into the 6-month one-on-one mentoring program, let's do it. If not, that's okay. Take what you have for the first 30 days, go out there and go do it. A lot of people do that. They'll take just maybe a little snippet of something on the first week and they just don't even come back, but they'll go hunt foreclosures and they start doing this stuff. Hey, what do I do with this? I got the seller talking to me about this, that, right? If you're part of the program, we'll chat with you. If we have time, we'll still chat with you, but if we don't, we dedicate all that time to our mentees and our own business and things of that nature, right? You understand that. That's fair, right? What's fair is fair at the end of the day. So what we'll do the first week is we're going to get your mind going. We got to talk about goals, and there were some cool stuff that I heard lately about, yeah, goals. What are goals? Goals are shit, right? Well, goals are not shit, but you got to have a bunch of little micro goals or steps to get to your main goal, right? Like me, I'm chopping mine down again, right? I got 4 pages of shit, right? Then I got another page that says 300 things from God, right? Read that in the morning, read that at night. Got it from Steve Harvey, awesome dude. You know, and you should hear his story. Go check it out. But the bottom line is that I have that there. And every time I read it, it fills me up with, it fills the fuel, gets the universe moving, manifesting by life. Things come. If you have your eyes open in your boat, in the boats of opportunity that God is sending you, and you recognize those things, they start to manifest and you see them. If your eyes are closed, you're not going to see anything. You're going to go, this doesn't work. That didn't work. I only got 3 leads. Oh, that didn't work. Well, you're not focusing on the big picture, right? You're not focusing on the big picture. If you're getting results, that's amazing. Doesn't matter if it's 1 lead, 2 leads, or 100 leads, whatever it is. If you're getting results, you got to define it, work it down, rinse and repeat. Make that one vertical. That's what we talk about, verticals. Vertical 1, surfing for deals. We're going to show you how to surf for deals. We're going to give you templates, copy and paste, boom, it's going to blow up your phone, your cell phone, email with hot leads, right? Going from cold leads to warm leads to hot leads, right? Seriously, check out some of the testimonies. We got a young man in Northern California, a couple of young men in Northern California, they're hammering out there, but they follow direction. Follow direction and get stuff done, right? The surfing for deals, they copy and paste, they follow protocol, and now they're talking to sellers. 30 days later, talking to sellers. All right, and then from there we're going to be talking. After we're done, we got to go through the process and set those appointments. Now we're either going to do it virtually, we're going to do it through Zoom, or we're going to actually go to the property if they allow us. You know, wear your mask or whatever is convenient for everybody. Right? Follow the rules or do your thing. Everybody's different. I'm not going to get into that shit. But the bottom line is, do what you need to do. Go to the appointment, but then we're going to walk with you. Right? We're going to show you, depending on where you're at. If you're in Florida, that's okay. We got Zoom and all those things. We'll prepare you to, and help you walk through that house. There's a certain way you should walk through the house. You're going to break a deal down in the kitchen. That's where people are hospitable, right? They're going to be nice to you. Don't do it in the kitchen. They dominate. Don't do it in the living room. Sorry, that's where they dominate, right? Or anywhere else in the house. Walk the house. There's a certain way to walk the house. And then you're going to, hopefully, we'll come out with a contract. If you need help, if you got it covered, go for it. Close it up. Send us testimonial. We appreciate it. If you need help during the first 30 days and you're going on an appointment, we'll be there to help you negotiate that sumbug. Throw us on the cell phone. Throw us on speakerphone. We will help you negotiate, and that's the great thing about this. That's what Hal did with me, my mentor, right? That was priceless. I couldn't put a price on that. I got to go with him. I got to hear his mannerism. Motherfucker. Internet, I tell you, right? Sorry about that. F-bomb. Those will drop. S-bombs will drop. If you get offended, I apologize, but hey, it's reality. It is what it is. This is uncut. Even when we put stuff out, we don't redo it. We put it out uncut, and we'll leave it at that. Some of the stuff for like Amp Live TV, yeah, we're going to cut some of it, and, put intros, extras, all that good stuff, but we're getting off track. Bottom line is, that's what we'll do. First 30 days, our goal is to see who's going to step up and grab a deal in the first 30 days. So after we do our first week and we do micro goals and break down your goals and want to see where you're going, because we need a target, right? If we don't have a freaking target, there's no way of helping you get to where you want to get to. That's just the way it is, right? Otherwise, you can be shooting arrows fucking everywhere. Boom, boom. You want to shoot an arrow at the target, right? The target, Amp Live, right? Your target. Whatever your target is, we're going to work with you on that. And then the second week, we're going to go over your game plan, and we're going to talk about that in a group. And then what's going to happen is the third week, second week, we're going to continue with that after we have our game plan. Then we're going to talk about breaking down deals, right? If you're brand new, you don't know what ARV is, you don't know how to break down a deal, or you're going to need to learn that stuff. If you've had some videos, you did some studying, you bought some courses, you know what ARV is, maybe you're talking to some sellers, maybe you're not, maybe you're calling, maybe you're texting, maybe you're doing whatever, it's okay. Like I said, this first 30 days will shave off 1 year of BS. It'll help you out. If you get into the one-on-one mentoring program for 6 months, that'll save you about 2 to 5 years, because what you're going to learn in that is creative real estate investing. We're going to touch bases on creative real estate investing within the first 30 days, okay? First 30 days, you're going to learn some stuff about sub-2. You're going to learn some stuff about options, seller financing, right? These are the real things that will help you construct a deal when wholesalers are leaving money on the table. Hey, you know what? They're not going to take your 65, 60 cents, 70 cents on the dollar offer. What do? Right? We got to have another solution for that seller. That's terms, subject to, option, some type of way of structuring the deal. If you're new, you're not going to see that, but we'll see that. We'll smell it, and we're going to help you work through that. Along with some of the coaches we have and mentors that we have, mentees that turned into coaches, we're going to be in there helping you, okay? So if I can't get on the horn, it'll be someone else who can get on the horn and help you construct a deal or work a deal. You're going to throw your deals in here, and we're going to work them. We're going to look at them. It's part of the process. I know it sounds really easy right now, and it is. But there's everything we do. There's a method to the madness, and then there is a process to it. And it may be a longer process, because some people want to make omelets, right? Then they say, fuck it. They start making scrambled eggs, right? We're not doing scrambled eggs. You do scrambled eggs, you're going to be starting over all the freaking time, all the time, right? So take the time to follow the recipe, right? Little bug. Follow the recipe and continue to do it. Be coachable, right? Follow directions. Take action. Make the omelet. Get the results. You got an omelet. May not be the greatest in the beginning, but eventually they'll get better and better, and you start adding ingredients and ham and onions and all that good stuff, right? And when you do that, hey, you're good at an omelet. Cool. Congratulations. Then we'll start on other things, right? Try out some other recipes, right? In the beginning, it's like a franchise. Think of it that way. A franchise does it a certain way, and you have to learn how to do it a certain way. And if you don't, they'll take the franchise from you, right? Oh, because they want to preserve the integrity of the franchise and the brand. So whatever your brand is, you want to do that. In the beginning, first 30 days, just follow it with a leap of faith. Breaking down deals, we're going to show you how to do that. Pre-foreclosures, vacant properties, where to get the data, all that good stuff. How to skip trace, who we use, who you should and shouldn't use, things of that nature, right? We'll point you in that direction, but we're not here to sell you on any of that. We're just here to share with you, because we've been through it. We know what we use. If you want to use the same thing, go for it. If you see something else, hey, what about this, that? If we know about it, we'll tell you about it. And then it's totally up to you to use it, right? Same thing with websites, SEO, skip tracing, text marketing, ringless voice message, direct mail, all that good stuff. We'll talk about the conversions and all that good stuff and how it works, how many you should talk to, and things of that nature, right? Beyond the scope of this meeting right now. So we'll go from there. Then we're going to do something what a lot of people don't do, or they charge tens of thousands of dollars to do, and that's role play. Okay, we're going to get in and do some actual role play within the group, okay? And we're gonna go through it. We're going to go through it with some just role play and how to work the script and how to work your lead gen page, because we're going to build you out a lead gen page, right? And you can build out, later on, you can do whatever you want, get websites and build out your stuff, but we're going to supply you with the lead gen page. We're going to supply you with the scripts. We're going to supply you with some probably graphics and marketing to help you out just to get you forward. We'll recommend some CRMs that you can use right in the beginning. And we're actually going to get in. Yeah, we're going to pull data. We're going to make calls. We're going to do text marketing. We're going to do the whole gamut. We're going to squeeze in 6 months into 30 days, okay? It's going to be kind of like a condensed micro version of our 6-month one-on-one mentoring, right? Week 1, week 2, week 3, we're role-playing. And then when we actually are out there surfing for deals and you got deals coming in, the role-play is going to kick in, right? We're even going to get on the horn with you and help you negotiate some of these deals and appointments with you, right? Now, if you're in an area in Florida or somewhere else in Vegas, it's okay. We'll still be with you. If it's within the 30 days, we'll work with you on that, right? And even if it's after 30 days, you know, it will be via text or PM, email, and we'll do our best to try to help you out at the end of the day, okay? If we get a deal, rock and roll. Then we're moving forward. We'll talk about how that all works if we get to that point. When you're in the group and we do the 30-day challenge, we'll talk about the 6-month one-on-one mentoring, how it all works and how it breaks down and how we partner up and do deals across the United States with our mentees and things of that nature, right? Nobody does it. Nobody does what we do on this planet exactly the way we do it. And that's because the model is not about education, right? The model is more set up like a franchise or a licensee program type deal where you look, we're going to plug you in. What you're going to learn are things that nobody on this planet can take away from you. Nobody in this world can take away from you unless they pull that, extract it out of your brain. And then it's up to you to share it with whoever you want to share it with. The first cycle, I shared it with nobody. It stood in my office, it stood in my bag, and it went home with me. Contracts went home with me. Everything went home with me. The art of the deal went home with me because it's all right here. The stuff I learned from my mentors, I kept. And then I kept it just to fuel my business, right? You know, even when you come into the office, nothing was on the computers. You couldn't find contracts. You couldn't find anything in regards to how we were buying properties so freaking fast in our area to wholesale them, fix them, flip them, subject to buy and hold, all that good stuff, mobile homes, everything, right? Because the process works with every type of property. Shit, the process can work in sales, period. And don't care if you're selling, I don't know, widgets somewhere, right? Solar panels or something. It doesn't matter, but the process is a personal one. It's a little longer process, but you'll make more money doing it, and you'll beat out the ones that are wholesalers going, here's my offer, it's cash offer, no, I don't want it. Or they're going to give them what they want, and then they're going to try to go back, which I hate, which is the bait and switch shit. Go back and say, oh, I can't buy it, I need a credit for this or that, or can you give me a better deal? And all. No, we're going to do, the seller deserves a professional to help them, and a professional to be honest with them, and give them an honest number. This is why I'm giving you this number, is because of the things that need to happen. You don't have the 50 grand to fix it. We do, right? This is what it's going to cost us. Oh, it's 20 grand for you. Well, it's 50 grand for us, right? Because this is what it's going to cost. And then buying it from you and the closing cost and all those other things that are on top there. Some go, why are you going to make 100,000? No, 100,000 doesn't go that far when you got to fix it and then buy it and then resell it and commissions and title. After you do all that good stuff, there's not a lot of money there. I'm not going to take all that time on and liability on for 10, 15, 20,000 bucks, right? Hence wholesaling. That's why everybody wants to get into wholesaling. Hey, if I can make 5, 10, 15, $20,000 or more just to sell the paper, because that's basically what you're doing. You're taking a contract and you're going to sell that paper to another investor. Perfectly legal, right? It's an option. Even if you did an option, you can do an option, you can do a contract, you can do whatever, just as long as it makes sense and you're selling that paper over and it's assignable, because every contract is assignable to a degree, unless it says it's not assignable, then you can sell it to another investor, right? That's how it works. That's how creative real estate investing works, right? So when you're leaving money on the table, and they're like, man, no, that's it. I can't go any higher unless you're going to do the the bait and switch shit, which I do not recommend. If you're going to write an offer and stick to it. Only if you didn't find something. Only if something happened by accident. Hey, I didn't see that lien there. There's a third lien. There's a water filtration system on there for $6 grand. Can you help me out with that, please? Right? You're either going to make it happen, or you're going to walk away from the deal, or they're going to absorb it, or you're going to break it up somewhere, or you just say, look, I'll absorb it, but you know what? You make it happen. Depends on the relationship with the seller at the end of the day. That's what you're doing, building relationships, okay? So that's what we're going to learn in the first 30 days. We'll do some role play. We're going to actually surf for deals. We're going to run some data. You're going to make some phone calls. If you want to tap into a little bit of Facebook marketing, we can do that and get that set up. But you got to run a little campaign here and there. And we can we'll move forward with something like that. But the bottom line is actually getting deals, right? Turning cold leads, fishing in a pond where sellers are at first. That's the easiest and best way to get started in this business, to get you up and running. But it only works when there's a mentor, somebody who has experience, who understands what's on the table there. Because what you don't know is what you don't know, right? And, you know, as I always say, you may be there going, hey, you know what? I'm going to make a right-hand turn because I think that's the way to go. And we're going, no, the money's over here. You got to go left. There's nothing over there. But if you're on your own, you're going to hit that wall and hit the wall and hit the wall. Till you get frustrated, give up and quit. Or you're just going to, you know, my tenacity is so powerful. I'm not giving up. I'm going to make this happen. Eventually, you'll see it. You'll smell it. It's just called experience. But you're going to cut that off, right? Like when I got my mentor, you know, he's 40 years in the business. You know, apartment buildings, all kinds of stuff, right? He understands subject to, options, rent to own, seller finance, buying shit from the banks and the credit unions, all that good stuff, and structuring deals. The master of structuring deals, right? Once I learned that and I got that bug, I'm like, okay, awesome. So I'm like, that's priceless. That's what we're going to be delivering to you in this 30-day challenge. Priceless information. It is a selection process, like I mentioned. So there's a link here. Go click it. Do the app survey. Let's see if we're a good fit. If we're a good fit, cool. We'll move forward. If not, and we'll know on the phone call. Trust me, right? And if we're not, that's okay. Maybe it's not at this time. Maybe it's later, or maybe it's never. It's okay, right? But the bottom line is that we only want to share this with people who have integrity, loyalty, communication. Communication could break down because we all got families, right? I got family. You got family. We're not robots, and things happen, right? Integrity and loyalty, once those are broken, there's no reason to do business anymore. So, you know, we got to make sure those things are intact and we're on the same page as far as helping sellers, right? Because we're going to be going after distressed sellers and just for sale by owners, going after the need to sell, not the want to sell. But if you're an agent or a broker, you have friend or relationships with those agents, the ones that want to sell, well, they can help you with that, right? So, and I had a discussion with a mentee a couple days ago in regards to deals, right? Deals just don't pop up. Hey, there's once they raise their hand, it's game on. But you got to go through a process to turn them into a deal, right? Deals are made, deals are created, yes. But you got to bring in deals, you know, into your wheel, right? It's like a business. It just keeps running. You got to keep it running. You got to have your verticals up. Surfing for deals, text marketing, calls, ringless voice message. I'd call it sniper direct mail, right? I'm not going to send out 20,000 letters. You can. It works. You get your 1% response rate, but you better have a small village taking in all those calls, setting appointments, and writing offers and doing deals, right? Otherwise, if you're just getting started, it's just you, right? One-man team, one-woman team, 2 or 3 people, maybe some help and family. That's cool. Sniper direct mail. You got a list of 5,000. You got a list of 1,000. You working 2,000, you know, people on a list. Then it's okay. Maybe it's 500. Maybe it's only 150 on a pre-foreclosure list somewhere in your area. Then send out 150 letters. It's okay. It's a great way to open a call. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AHA Americans Helping Americans. Just wanted to call and touch bases with you. Are you Joe Smith? Yeah, you're Joe. Hey, Joe Smith. Hey, you own a property at 123 Any House, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sure do. Great. Did you get my postcard? Yeah, I sent you a postcard. I've been trying to get a hold of you. We're actually going to be in an area and we're looking for properties to buy in your area. Would you be interested in entertaining an offer? Have you thought about selling your property? And move forward, move forward, move forward. And that's what we're going to share with you. That's going to be some of the role play. We're going to go back and forth, right? And show you how to get that lead gen page that we build for you, how to work it. It works as the script, works as the lead gen script, and it also works as the art of the deal, right? It's knocking out 2 or 3 birds with one stone. And some of those people, because we're going to build you out a link that's exclusive to you, they'll click it, and some people will fill it out in the comfort of their own home, right? 3 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me, 2 o'clock in the morning, right? I think I need some water. We got any water? It's right over there. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my water. I'll be back. All right. So 3rd week, that's what we're going to do some role play. We're going to be working deals. We're going to do some calls on Saturdays, kind of just to see what's going on, because Saturdays are awesome for calls. Mondays to get ready for the week to see, hey, look, here's your homework. Don't even want to call it homework because it's actually going to be in the field work, stuff that you're going to use to get you results. On Monday, let's see what's going on, what you got, what your pipeline look like, and let's work it, right? And then we're going to be going back and forth. We're going to set you up on one of our Ring Central accounts. We're going to go and we're going to communicate through like a private message system, upload, download stuff, and then move forward. By the 4th week, hopefully, we're writing some offers, getting some appointments, and at least you're talking to sellers, right? Talking to people who want to sell their house, right? Or need to sell their house. Either one, it doesn't matter. Bottom line is that you're going through the motions. So you can get your aha moments, take that into the field, go do your thing. If you decide you want to move forward with us and go, I want more, I want to learn this creative real estate investing, I really got the bug. I had the bug before, but now I really have the freaking bug. I see a bigger picture now. And you jump aboard, we'll have that telephone call. We'll see if it's still a good fit. And then we'll bring you in, do some onboarding, and get you rocking and rolling, okay? Depending on where you're at. Now, if you're even more seasoned, that's cool. Challenge you to take the 30-day challenge. Or reach out saying, you know, I'm more interested in the 6-month one-on-one mentoring. I want to build up my systems. I want to learn the art of the deal, creative real estate investing, sub 2, because you're just not a 2-pager contract, right? You got your 1-pager, you got your 3-page contract, you got an addendum, you got clauses, you got options, you got subject to with a bunch of disclosures and CYA letters, cover your arse letters, about a total of 30 pages, right? Almost looks like a full car form when you go do a listing, or you're writing an offer for an actual buyer in the real estate, traditional real estate world, right? And that's the difference. Knowing how to do those, how to navigate through that. I've had others, partners and friends, associates actually. Hey, I went ahead and tried to do that subject to. The city came down on us, and this was actually in LA. And, you know, we didn't get a permit for that roof. Now they're telling us to tear the son of a bitch down, this and that. And then, you know, they did the subject to thing. Now the banks want to call the loan due and all kinds of stuff because there's certain things that did not get recorded or should have been recorded, but they weren't. And red flags came up. So there's certain things that you want to record, don't record, certain things that you need to get done disclosure-wise, notify certain entities and banks and things of that nature to let them know what is transpiring, covering your butt, disclose, 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 CYA, 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 right? And you're good to go. Others think, well, subject to, that's just what? Subject to, just take the deed? No. That's what people did back when I got started, and I said, we're not going to do that. No taking the deed and then making hopefully shit happens okay at the end of the day. You need to cover your butt. You need to cover your seller's butt. You need to cover your investor's butt. You need to cover everybody's butt at the end of the day and do it correctly, right? And you're not going to learn that on a 3-day boot camp. You're not going to learn it in probably a month or 2 in the business. It's going to take a little bit of time. But if we get a deal and it is happen to be subject to, you'll learn it within the 6-month one-on-one mentoring. Heck, if you get a hold of something in the 30-day challenge, we'll work with you on it, okay? And then if you do, hey, that's going to be like a super giant golden nugget just for you. And if anybody's in the groups too, hey, they'll get some nuggets. We're not going to disclose everything, but when we lock up a deal, we move in, everything is private, secure, and we keep everything private and non-disclosed, you know, confidentiality agreements, all that good stuff, to make sure that, you know, there's nobody doing some shicey stuff. We're not going to go around you to do a deal. You're not going to go around us to do a deal and all that other good stuff, right? Integrity and loyalty is super important. Communication can break down. We can repair that, right? That's the only thing that can repair it. The first 2, integrity and loyalty, those pills cannot be swallowed. Some people can't swallow them. I won't. We won't. Not going to happen. We just don't talk to each other and we move forward, right? Move on with life. It's not being harsh. It's just being from experience. Hey, we try to be nice sometimes. We try to work. You know, we just found out policies and procedures. Stick to your policies and procedures. Everything works out, right? And if you do change them, then you got to change them for everybody. So, well, that's how we do things, okay? And hopefully you'll adapt to that. And, you know, become, you know, because we're looking for the long term. If we can help you get in this business, not just in wholesaling, creative real estate, lead generation, traditional real estate, and it works for you, adding something to your business, right? In a way that works like a franchise or a licensing type program, right? Because franchises do not fail because they do the same thing over and over. It's tested. And then they make sure that the franchisee is doing exactly the same thing. That's what we're going to do. I challenge you just to follow directions, have a leap of faith first 30 days so you can get the results and see that it's real, to see that the results will be there if you follow. If you change them up, I already know. You're going to have issues. It's not going to work. Guarantee it. It's like a recipe. Remember? We're talking about a recipe? I forgot what the hell we were talking about. What type of food was it? A recipe for omelets, right? Now, I'm going to do omelets, but you're not going to put eggs in it. What are you going to put in it? I don't know. Put some flour and try to make an omelet. It's not going to happen, right? Don't be changing up the recipe. If You change up the recipe, it's not going to be an omelet at the end of the day. You change up the recipe, it's not going to work the way it needs to work. Later on, then you can start changing it up any way you want, change it with your team. We'll be working with you, we'll advise you or not, whatever works. The goal is that you get up and going and that we built a connection and a network with you and others across the United States for the next cycle, because the next cycle is coming. Properties are going up, it's eventually going to pop. All the shitty areas are going to pop first. All the areas that can sustain will pop last and start dropping. And then a flood of deals. Inventory. Simple economics, right? Supply and demand. Supply is low, so properties are sky high. Once the supply just hits the market with tons of supply, then the market starts dropping with price. And that's when we rock and roll. Unfortunately, yes. It's an opportunity, but big banks are going to take it on, hedge funds are going to take it on, investment firms are going to take it on, and we're going to take it on. Mentees across the United States, you, anybody, agents, if you get into the business, are going to take it on. I recommend going for the low-hanging fruit. We don't need to go for, hey, you know, here's the whole tree. We want that whole tree, right? Shit, if you can afford it, go for it. And if you're a firm or a hedge firm, I say go for it, because the Blackstones of America are going to do it, right? It's just going to happen that way. But us, we're going for all the low-hanging fruit. Nice, juicy fruit everywhere, and we're going to work it. Take on as much as you can, scale up your business as much as you can. If you're just wholesaling, you probably will perish if you do not adapt. You need to adapt, just like real estate agents. If you do not adapt to the market and its ever changing condition, because it's cyclical. All right, I guess we're back, huh? Okay. Technology, gotta love it. Not really, but it is what it is, right? You know, the wireless stuff, it's crap, unless you, whatever. You know, but here we go. Let's get back to it. We're talking about wholesaling, leaving money on the table, things of that nature, creative real estate investing, and all that good stuff, right? The 30-day challenge, I challenge you to jump aboard. We're gonna do it probably the beginning of May. There's a set date. I don't know what exactly it is yet. We're working on some couple of things here, technical wise, right? Just like this stuff here, and deciding what we're going to do. But probably the 1st of May, or it's going to be on a Saturday. We're going to do it on a Saturday. If you're signed up, check out that link. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and if we're a good fit, we'll move forward. If not, that's okay too. We've got some other goodies for you, and we'll just stay in touch. Join the AMP Live group. You get us free content that we're going to be dropping in there, and stuff that's when we're out in the field. If there's deals, things of that nature, we'll put them in there as well. But just I'm not really into all that. But if you know, and if you're wanting to be an admin of some sort or a moderator, hey, let us know, right? Because we want good people that enjoy doing that stuff. It's not one of my fortes, so we'll hand it off to someone else who's interested in doing that. But I like doing what we do, right, or what I do, and that's just the content, the art of the deal, structuring deals, and branding and scaling and building businesses, things of that nature, right? So, without further ado, hopefully you do what you need to do and get out there into the field, making those phone calls, text marketing, going after leads in one capacity or another. If you're having a hard time, you want to get unstuck, right? Then fill out that information, jump aboard the 30-day challenge, okay? And we'll see if we're a good fit. If we are, we'll move forward. Once again, okay, so I'm not sure how long this video is. 1 second. Okay, cool. We're going on an hour, so we're at about 47 minutes. Not going to answer any questions till maybe after. Or if you see this video in your travels, online, internet, awesome. Go back to anything that made sense to you or any golden nuggets that you can use in the field. Go for it, right? We will go into data, skip tracing, CRMs that you can use if you're in the real estate business or real estate investment business. There are different types of CRMs, right? And we'll go into that. All right. So like I said, creative real estate investing, learn it, be it, become it, make it your core, because that's what's going to make you different than the rest that are out there, right? Wholesaling is one thing. Came from the commercial world, right? And that's where, hey, I want to do an option on this, or I want to sell the paper to another investor, okay? But now it's being done with single-family properties, okay? And there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of people running blind ads and all kinds of stuff, and you know, it's just pretty chaotic. But we're here to hopefully just, help out who we can help out with. Our goal is still the same. We got started in 2003 with home sellers. So now it's with home sellers, buyers, investors, brokers, and real estate investors, newbies and seasoned. Because obviously we have AMP Live now, right? That's our cherry coke of AHA, right back there, AMP Live, the American Mentee program that we launched around 2014 or something like that, right? And that's what we're doing. So, without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. In God we trust. We're going to wrap up a little bit. Unless I forgot something, I can't really, that kind of had a little issue here and that threw me off my rock and rollness, right? But if you have questions, reach out. Reach out anytime. PM us, call us, text us. Go to amplive.net. You can go to amplive.net and fill out some information. There's probably going to be some other links on here. There's a nice little juicy guide to show you how to surf for deals. That's what we call surfing for deals. It's right on your computer. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your laptop, iPad. It's almost like driving for dollars, right? Instead of driving for dollars. And you can do that online, okay? There's some apps out there that do that stuff. It's awesome stuff. Check it out if it works for you. Also, just, get in. I always say get in, dig that ditch, do it manually. So this way you can show others how to do it and then pay them to do that for you if you can afford it. If you're going to scale up and you want websites built and all that good stuff, learn the art of the deal first. Learn how to talk to sellers first. Learn how to lead generate first. Then go spend, tens of thousands of dollars on your websites and getting your systems all plugged in. Unless you're already ready to go. You're like, bam, right? Because that's what I did. I said, if I'm going to do business, then, I'm going to go ahead and build out my websites, which I didn't know how to do. I'm going to get my brand together, get my business cards together, and I had to figure it out. Little by little, right? Neck, fuck you. All right. Excuse me. That was another F-bomb. All right. So we're going to wrap this up because we're having some issues with the internet and some other things here. But, once again, rock and roll in all that you do. In God we trust. Go out there and do your thing, okay? Reach out. Do you need help? We're here to help you. All right? Americans helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time. Let's get America back on track. That's what we're doing. That's our goal. We're trying to do it, one American at a time, and we're willing to do that and take the time across the United States. Hopefully you're out there helping your fellow Americans as well. And human beings, pray for everybody. God bless you. Have an awesome day. Rock and roll in all that you do. In God we trust. Join the 30-day challenge. AMP Live, the American Mentee program, 30-day challenge. We're going to do 2 calls a week. We're going to go out there and get deals. Let's do this across the United States. And let's help some people. Get prepared. Get prepared for what's coming, right? Okay? Start now. Don't wait. When's the best time to get started? When you are ready, right? It doesn't matter if it's up market, down market, shit market, great market. When you are ready and you made a commitment to do that and you tell the world that I am a real estate investor or I'm a real estate person and say it once and just do it, keep it in your heart, keep it in your mind, and make it happen. All right. You have a great, wonderful day. Thank you. God bless. And don't forget, rock and roll.